Imagine this. You've booked your dream vacation, packed your bags, breezed through security, and made it all the way to your gate. You can even see the plane parked right outside the window. But just as you're about to board, a gate agent stops you and says, "You can't get on." It sounds like a nightmare, but it's becoming an all-too-common reality. In 2025, more travelers than ever are being denied boarding, and the reasons may shock you. From tech policies to human error, here are 11 reasons why you might be left stranded and how to make sure it never happens to you. Oversized carry-on luggage. Airlines have cracked down hard on carry-on regulations. What used to be overlooked is now strictly enforced. If your bag doesn't fit into the measuring rack at the gate, agents may require you to check it on the spot. And if you refuse, especially if you're carrying valuables or delicate items like musical instruments, you could be denied boarding entirely. In one infamous case, a world-renowned violinist was asked to check her 200-year-old violin. When she refused, she was barred from flying. Moral of the story, always double-check carry-on dimensions and never argue with gate staff. Gate closure confusion. Flight time is not the same as boarding time. Many travelers make the mistake of timing their arrival based on departure, not realizing that the gate often closes 15 minutes before, or even earlier. In some cases, if all passengers have checked in, the airline might shut the gate prematurely. It's not uncommon to see someone sprinting to the gate only to find it deserted, their name still echoing over the intercom. The takeaway? Always arrive at the gate well before the printed departure time. Name mismatches on ID. A small difference in your name can lead to a big problem. If the name on your boarding pass doesn't exactly match the name on your government-issued ID or passport, the airline may refuse to let you board. Even seemingly harmless variations, like using a nickname or shortening your name, can create issues. There have been cases where travelers use joke names when booking, only to find themselves stuck at the airport. Always use your full legal name when booking flights and double-check your details before traveling. Missed check-in deadlines. You might arrive early to the airport but still miss your flight if you don't check in on time. Most airlines have strict check-in deadlines, often 30 to 60 minutes before departure, and some are quietly shortening these windows. If you haven't dropped your bags or scanned your boarding pass by then, you may not even be allowed through security. This is especially problematic for travelers who don't check in online and instead rely on airport kiosks or counters. To stay safe, always check in ahead of time and know your airline's exact cutoff policies. Refusal of facial recognition scans. Facial recognition technology is now being used at many major airports. Instead of scanning a boarding pass, a camera verifies your identity using biometric data from your passport photo. While some travelers opt out for privacy reasons, refusing the scan may result in denied boarding, especially on certain international flights. Even where opting out is permitted, it can cause delays. And if you're late to the gate because of it, the airline may close the door without you. Whether you agree with it or not, biometric boarding is here, and it's wise to understand the rules before you fly. Disrespect toward airline staff. Travel stress can lead to short tempers, but being rude to airline employees can have serious consequences. Gate agents and flight crews have the authority to deny boarding to anyone they believe may be disruptive. This includes passengers who argue, act sarcastically, or even just show attitude. One traveler was denied boarding after snapping at an agent over baggage fees. Another lost her flight simply for rolling her eyes. The rule is simple. Be polite, stay calm, and remember that airline staff hold more power than you might expect. Overbooked flights. Overbooking is a standard airline practice. Carriers often sell more tickets than seats, assuming some passengers won't show. But when everyone does, someone gets bumped. While airlines first ask for volunteers, usually offering compensation, if no one accepts, they'll start removing passengers based on check-in time, ticket class, or loyalty status. Those with basic economy fares or no frequent flyer perks are more likely to be chosen. To reduce your risk, check in early, avoid low-tier fares, and join the airline's rewards program, even if you're just an occasional traveler. Offensive odors. This one's awkward, but it's real. If flight staff or fellow passengers complain about strong or unpleasant odors, whether it's body odor, perfume, essential oils, or smoke, the airline can deny you boarding. In a pressurized, confined space like an airplane, scents can trigger allergic reactions or cause discomfort. There are no specific guidelines. It's entirely at the crew's discretion. Before heading to the airport, do a quick scent check and avoid applying anything too overpowering. Invalid or incomplete ID. Not all IDs are created equal, especially in 2025. For international flights, your passport must often be valid for at least 6 months beyond your return date and include enough blank visa pages. Damaged passports, even with minor rips or watermarks, can disqualify you. Domestically, real ID regulations have taken effect in countries like the US, rendering regular driver's licenses useless for air travel. If your documents are expired, worn, or incorrect, you won't make it past security, let alone onto the plane. Booking glitches or fake confirmations. Online booking comes with its own risks. Glitches, payment failures, or third-party errors can result in phantom bookings. You might have an email confirmation, but when you arrive, the airline can't find your name in the system. Sometimes this happens when using unreliable third-party websites or booking 2 one-way trips on different airlines. Always confirm your itinerary directly with the airline and save screenshots of all receipts and booking details in case something goes wrong. Mistaken identity or no-fly list flags. The most frightening reason of all, being mistakenly flagged and placed on a no-fly list. You might not know anything is wrong until a gate agent pulls you aside and says you can't board. The reason could be a name match with someone flagged by security, a past in-flight incident, or even a technical glitch. One woman was blocked from flying to her sister's wedding due to an old mistaken flag, and it took weeks to clear her name. To avoid this nightmare, avoid making security-related jokes, and if you've ever had issues, call the airline days in advance to verify your status. Thank you for watching, subscribe to the channel, and remember to travel sassy.